Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? Yeah, we're late. Some of it's my fault, but some of it's Mama's fault. I did get in late, and I did go to the grocery store. I did go pick up Mama's glasses. I did go to the drugstore. Did go to the barbershop. Ooh. I've been busy. You ever just, it seems like you float along, everything's just kind of rocking and rolling, and then one day you're just like, bam! Today's my band day. I had to stop and get gas. That's always an ordeal. You know how that is. Stopped and picked up Mama's glasses. Mama's wearing her glasses. She looks so cute. You must be so pleased with her. Went to the drugstore. This is all after work. What are y'all up to? We're making jelly. I ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting right here drinking coffee. Mama peeled apples today without me. Our friend bought. Did you say, Mama?
A bucket and a half. I put up 6 full quarts.
6 quarts. She put up 6 quarts of apples. She took the peels. What'd you do, Mama? You boiled them?
Yeah, I put water over the top of it.
Boiled the peels with water over them. She's made juice. She's getting something ready. You need me to do something, Mama?
No, I'm just getting this cleared up so I can get my stuff going.
Today's not a typical Thursday for us. I got in extra late. I worked extra late. That's the way it rocks and rolls. And yeah, it's 8:07 and yeah, I'm drinking coffee. I shared you. Thank you, Robert. Thank y'all for sharing. I look at the numbers after we have a video and some of you shared and you've liked it and you have the little emojis going up. I'm just so thankful for that. Look at that hair right there. I bet you that hair got wet today when I was running in and out of the stores. Do you know going to the grocery store is quite the ordeal? Think about it. You go in, you pick what you want, and you put it in your buggy. You push it around, and that buggy's getting heavier and heavier. Then you get up to the register. Now, where I went today, I didn't have to do it, but 9 times out of 10, I went to Food City today because I was out of tortilla shells, and that's where I buy them as well. But at Food City, they do unload the cart for you. You push it up on one side, you step around. Y'all know. But most of the time, and like Save a Lot and different, but you have to unload it, put it on the little conveyor belt. They run it through. Sometimes someone bags it for you. Sometimes you have to bag it yourself. Then you have to lift it over, put it in the cart. Then you get to the vehicle, and you have to lift it out of the cart and put it in the vehicle. Then you come home, and you have to take it out of the vehicle, find a landing spot on your island or wherever you throw your groceries. Then you have to sort through it and take it out of the bags and put your hot stuff here and your cold stuff there, stuff that goes in the pantry here. It's a whole sorting process. And then, of course, you want to get your cold stuff up, so you grab it again and throw it in your refrigerator. And if yours is like ours, you have to really just pray about it and just hope that you find a place to put it. And then you have to pick it up again, take it to the pantry, and shelf it, or put it in the cabinets, or wherever you put it. And if you use it, you have to get it back off and wash it, or whatever you do. Mama washes hers before and after. And she's already cleaned this counter where we laid the bags on it, yeah. Do you realize you handle your food at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times to get in the house before you even put it on the shelf? No wonder it's such a hard job. No wonder I'm tired. Thank God we have grocery stores and we have groceries. Quit rapping, John. I have to give him a good talking to sometime. I'm very thankful for groceries. I'm very thankful for stores. for semi-trucks that deliver those groceries. But if you really break it down and think about it, going to the grocery store is a little bit of a job. Teresa Mama says when she goes, phew, going to the grocery store just wears me out. We waller in the South. Time you waller with a bunch of groceries, it's just hard. I know people. Mama's getting her stuff ready. I'm not going to just sit here and run off the mouth all night. We're really going to show you something tonight. Mama just needs another minute. But she said, go ahead and get started. They'll think we ain't coming. And I don't want you to think we ain't coming on tonight. Mama, you going to put your apron on before you get your t-shirt on? Calm down.
It won't hurt if I get that.
This looks like pink lemonade. If I was going to guess, if somebody said, guess what's in here? I'd say, well, that's pink lemonade. That is delicious apple juice. This is the purest of the pure. But Mama's got some. What'd you say? How come that other ain't as pure as this?
This other is got pulp in it because I didn't have enough of. I usually get all that out, but this bowl.
It looks pretty good.
Has pulp in it.
You're gonna use it all though, aren't you?
Yeah, it takes 4 cups per batch of jelly. So here is the first.
See, that looks fine, but you can see there's a little bit of
There's
apple
pulp in it, and I figured, well, we'll eat that anyway.
Oh, yeah, Mom. I like pulp.
It.
I like pulp in my orange juice. Mama, let's talk for a minute about your glasses. Let them see you.
Wow.
This is the first time they got to see you.
First time I got to see them fixed with my leg. I feel strange in them. I don't know if it's...
I didn't want to mention, but you look strange. I'm joking. They're pretty on you. Now, see, they're just like the tortoise shell, but they're in plastic frames instead of the metal ones.
Yeah.
And the red ones I thought was cuter on you.
Yeah, but they sit down here on my cheek.
That's what she kept saying. I think it was more the size.
No, they sit on my cheek.
I think it's more the size than the color, because the color wasn't bright red.
No, but they sit down on my cheeks. Wait.
And these have got, she kept saying, I take them off. She kept saying they were purple, but it's inside.
Purple. They are purple and flowers.
And they got flowers on them, on the insides. And she's afraid. I said, Mama, nobody can't see them flowers. That purple and them flowers is all for you. Because so she said, I didn't get red, I got purple. She didn't. She got tortoise. See, you can tell those are tortoise. All right, Mama, put them on so you can see and don't get a headache. All right, Mama, get this apple juice made.
Let's get that paper. I've got to read. This is a different pectin than I usually get, so I have to read.
Pectin or sure gel. Whatever you use, it's the same kind. It makes the jelly jelly. It thickens it and gels it. Shall I read for you?
Yeah, let's start. It's part of it. I thought it
Yeah, I remember when I was reading this before, it turned into quite the scenario.
I gotta know how much.
Oh my goodness, Mama, this is a whole book. Look at all that reading.
Look, turn over here on this chart. Let me see.
Ain't there something on here that just says a cup.
Yeah, but you're gonna learn how to apple jelly.
Apple or crab apple.
Is that 5.5 cups?
5.5 cups of sugar.
Okay, that's what I.
Yields cups 6 to 7. I guess in jelly. So the amount of fruit is 5 pounds.
I didn't. I just had peelings. I cooked my peelings.
Prepare fruit juice cups and fruit pectin. 5.5 cups of sugar, and it yields 6 to 7 cups. So now here's the thing. They're talking about apple jelly. Now this is apple jelly, but this is no waste apple jelly. This is when you use the apples for apple pies and you put those in the freezer in your quart bags. I've seen Mama boil peaches and do this, peach peelings. Basically any peeling that you have, you can boil it. You can boil corn cobs Even after you took the corn off, you can boil corn cobs and follow these same kind of recipes and have corn cob jelly. I know, I hear your concerns. But let me just tell you, truth of the matter is, when you put 5½ cups of sugar in about anything, you could eat it. You could probably, and I would be a bit surprised if there isn't some sweet pea jelly out there somewhere. Now somebody's going to say, my mama...
what's that stuff that grows on the side of the road?
Kudzu?
Kudzu jelly.
There's kudzu jelly. And that's that old nasty vine that grows and goes up telephone poles and everything. You can make jelly out of a lot of things that may not taste good in nature. But when you put 5½ cups of sugar in with some apple peel...
Some of it don't take that much sugar.
Some of it don't. Then whatever you're making could taste good. I've always said put enough sugar in it and a dash of salt and you could eat it. So that's kind of the premise behind this. You know, they didn't waste anything. My uncle used to say the only thing wasted on the hog was the squeal, meaning we use every part of it. Same thing with like fruit. You can take the peelings off from grapes once you cook them down and make grape jelly.
Am I making enough noise?
As she went playing the drums, she's emptying a sugar bag, believe it or not. Are you ready to start the recipe?
If you'll hand me my cup and a half of measuring cup out of that drawer over there, I'll do one batch for it. That's all they'll have to see.
I was going to say, is there more than a batch?
Well, yeah, because this is 4 cups of juice in the big glass. And there's 4 cups of juice in this one. They're up on the top here.
Right here, they were.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've got them handy.
1 cup and a half.
Patience. Patience, I got them right here. I was just reaching in the drawer. She come over and back grabbed them. I grabbed them.
Give me a cup measure. You're going to get in trouble.
I talk big, but I'm scared of her.
And I need 5 cups, and I need the half cup out of there.
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting it right now.
There's 2, 3, 4, 5
And a half.
and a half. The reason you do this and put it in a bowl
So you can increase your diabetes.
Well, no, what I'm talking about, you pre-measure. You put this in your kettle, and you put your pectin in there, and this is Mrs. Wages this time. I don't ever use it. I usually use Suredress. And you stir.
How'd you end up Mrs. Wages?
It's what several I had when I went and bought this. Put your juice in your kettle and in your pectin and stir it. Will you pull that?
That's paper. That ain't a hair.
I know it. It's
rubber or paper or
it's
something
off
like
of
that.
this glue stick here. Before it comes. And then when it comes to a full boil, you boil it, rolling boil it. You can't stir it down. You add that sugar to it then.
Well, let's get to boiling.
When mixture comes to a full boil, quickly stir in the pre-measured sugar amount. Stirring constantly. And when it returns to a full boil, then you boil it for 1 minute. And it says, do not overcook it. It's right in there. You may have to.
Well, Mama, you've read it.
No, it's just that. I'm going to go over to the stove. Our hot plate I would use, but it won't get hot enough to get this to a full rolling boil.
What's in that big old kettle?
That's what I'm making it in.
Turn your stove light on so we can see.
That's my 4 cup measure.
When it starts boiling, we'll go over there.
And then I'm going to stir the pectin.
Not yet, do you?
You do the pectin And then when it gets to a full boil, then you add your sugar.
So you put your juice and your pectin in that kettle. And then you let it come to a full boil.
Yeah, and when it comes to a boil good, that you can't stir down, you got the sugar in there at once. That's the reason they don't want it to be cup to cup, you know.
So, we'll review. You pre-measure that sugar, 5.5 cups in your bowl, like this right here.
And I'm going to show you this, so make sure this is 4 cups.
And you put you.
See, it's got some of the pulp in it, so
you could add apple juice to it out from the store.
Well, I didn't have any. So it don't look bad with the pulp.
No, it don't. Is that enough?
Yeah, that should hang it up to 4 cups.
Well, I don't think so, Mama.
It should be.
Yeah, because that's an 8 cup.
That's an 8 cup thing.
Yeah, that's 4 cups.
Okay.
Okay. So you put your juice, your 4 cups of juice in the kettle. We call everything a kettle. You all probably call it a boiler or something like that. I don't know. We call that a kettle. We call it tea kettle, a tea kettle. If you're going to say tea kettle in our neck of the woods, you just have to say both words. You don't say put the kettle on. You say put the tea kettle on. And we have big kettles and little kettles, small kettles, saucepans. We don't have any boilers, but our boiler is your kettle. Like your cart is our buggy. Do y'all have buggies at your store, or do you have carts? In the South, your mama tells you, go get me a buggy. You go get her a buggy, which is a cart to put her groceries in. You all call them carts. Shopping carts, probably. You call them buggies. Plum is my favorite. Oh, we love plum, Dorothy. We used to have plum trees, and the storms got them. But we used to have a plum tree that had beautiful plums on it, and every year we got plum jelly, didn't we, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
Plum. We had plum jelly. And now I miss it because we had it Mama had little jars up, big jars, quart jars. But we had plenty of plum jelly. But anyhow, this is using the peels that you would normally throw away or throw to the chickens or throw to the piglets. But during the Depression and during hard times when rationing was in, I don't know what they did for the sugar. They probably used probably used molasses, and their jelly was probably dark because they used a lot of cane sugar, didn't they, Mama? But you take something that was going to be thrown away or recycled and make some wonderful jelly that you can sit down at your kitchen table on Saturday morning and eat with biscuits. Apple jelly. This is for any apple jelly. If you're making a recipe and you need a little sweetening in it, but you don't really want to change a lot of the flavor, or maybe you're going to make, let's say, and we do this occasionally, say you're going to make pepper jelly and something. And maybe you're doing it for a party or something. You want to stretch that pepper jelly out because you just got a small jar. Apple jelly will take on the flavor of whatever you put it in. So you can take apple jelly and add it to pork chops, and you'll not really taste the apple jelly. If you want to put plum jelly or something there with it, you'll get all that sugar sweetness, but you won't have as much of the one thing. You can use it to stretch it because apple juice. You what?
It's boiling.
Apple juice can be added to anything too. So like if you have say you have a punch recipe and you're wanting to feed 40 out of it, and you've only got enough juice for 20 or 30, you can add apple juice to it, and it'll taste like your original punch.
It's a full rolling boil.
That's a rolling boil. You can't stir it down.
Yeah. And you dump your sugar.
All at one time, not just cup by cup.
It'll take it a little bit to dissolve.
Won't take long though, will it, Mom? Ain't that pretty?
These was red and green apples, so that's
Were they the rustic coats like he brought before?
Yeah, it's the same apple, but it had red on it, and it's pink looking. But most apple butter, like yellow apples, it's a clear, just a yellowish.
That's how come most apple jelly is clear.
Yeah. And if you use only store-bought Red Delicious stuff, I wash the apples really, really good, and then I watch all the spots or anything, and I only save the best parts of the peeling. I had a lot more peeling.
You have to take the bug bites and all that.
And store-bought apples you buy, you don't have that problem much, but off of the tree and stuff, you do have spots.
And here's another thing, and I'm not saying this is healthy, or I'm not even recommending you do it because we're more natural. You could add a few drops of food color to this to make it darker red, or
that's not
some other color, you know. We don't do that.
No, but if you use Red Delicious apples out of the store, that peeling on them and that red,
It makes it red.
It makes the prettiest red jelly.
But now, if you wanted to, a couple of drops of red food coloring in this, you would have bright red jelly.
Oh yeah.
You could, at this point, also put some red cinnamon hots in them and make a cinnamon apple jelly. Couldn't you, Mom?
Yeah.
Mama's doing teetotally pure jelly tonight.
I ain't made apple jelly in a while. We made apple butter like crazy.
Oh, apple butter. Now, apple butter's a totally different character than apple jelly. Apple butter don't taste like this.
Okay.
Mama's putting her...
Took me a minute.
Well, I ain't got nothing in here.
Yeah.
Do I put something in here? Alexa, set 1 minute timer.
This is why you need a big kettle. I've got one a little over half this size, but you can't make jelly.
Alexa, set 50-second timer. She's worthless. She's getting fired. We'll just have to watch the clock go fast one, Mama.
Yeah.
How long you gotta let it boil?
1 minute, hard like this.
Mama usually uses the microwave, but you don't want to run your microwave with nothing in it. You can put a water in it or something.
I usually do have it ready, but today I'm not alive. That's warm, I'll tell you that.
Can we start?
No.
Now look at her flaps over here boiling.
My jars are warped, scalded over here. Right. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because it'll be 29.
I see that one pine over there. I know who that's for.
Hey.
George.
Okay, I've got it going.
That's it, Mama. Your minute's up. Hey, I'll get that.
Oh, okay.
At least it ain't full.
No, it'll go down to just a little
Don't
bit.
touch that pot. Well, you need down that cabinet.
In case this gets foam on it, I'm going to...
What's that hot burner?
I turned it on.
See, it ain't near full foam.
No.
It's just a little bit in there now. Boiling it does take some of the volume. But see, it's a little darker than it was after you let it boil.
The sugar, and it's more the
Caramelized.
caramelized. So I've got...
Why don't you hold this camera and let me pour that up?
Oh, no.
Here, hold the camera up here.
I've got it in just a second. I'll have it. I forget.
There's nowhere for me to set this camera.
I had my cup with my juice.
I can pour that right up, Mama. Let me see if I can get this camera.
I'll do it like this, honey.
All right, patience. Mama don't like to be helped. Mama, how much headspace you leave on that?
Up to the rim you can see.
How pretty that is.
Move that bowl and I'll scoot this back and you can see.
Hold on a second, let me.
Let me see it better.
Yeah, that's better, Mama. We can all see better. Yep, Mama's been doing
See
this a
how
while.
it's a doing?
We can't really see it, Mama.
Well,
It's the wrong color of juice. Blackberries we could see. You mean just sort of stringing along?
it'll take it a while to get thick. But that's,
And it won't get thick, it'll get gelled. It's not going to get clumpy thick and all that mess. It's going to be a clear, beautiful apple jelly. Can y'all see? Blueberry jelly. Ooh, somebody made blueberry.
I love blueberries, but
We need to get some blueberries and make some blueberry jelly. This is making it more than I thought.
yeah, it'll make the processing right along.
Now you've only got 2 flats over here.
I don't, they need cutting way down.
I just did, Mama. Look how pretty that jelly is looking over there. You want some more flats put in here?
I'll get them mixed up. I'll get those out and then I'll put some more.
I think that is a no, Mama.
Yeah.
All right. I think you all get the gist of this.
Yeah,
See how
that's
pretty
all
it
they
is.
do. And then I just clean my jars off and take my lids out. Well, I can't get my hand in there to do nothing. That's the reason.
You want a wet paper towel?
Oh, I don't have no paper towels over here.
Let me get you one.
This is,
Let me get your wet paper towel.
no, you use this. This is the best thing for canning. You put that right on
It's
there.
a magnetic wand of a thing.
And I didn't get my lids over here. Rings over here, I'm sorry. What did I do with them? Well, I did get them over here.
They're over here behind the kettle, maybe?
No, I got them right here. Towel. Tighten them up. Uh-oh.
Finger tight, not. How many more flats did you need?
4 more. How many did you put in there?
5.
Take one out. Oh, I'll have to have one more in a minute because I got more in there.
She playing with me now, people. She just trying to see how many times I'll take these lids in there. Ain't you?
Uh-huh. getting enough rings to go on it. And you reuse rings, I do.
Look how pretty. Look how, well, now it's time I can't even hold the phone that way. We use jars and rings.
I don't have room to get in there to work.
I'm gonna move Mama. Here. That's Mama's gentle way. You say, John, get up and help Mama. Mama don't like no help. She don't even like me standing here, do you, Mama?
I don't have room to get in.
I don't have room. I don't have room. If when she was in her school kitchen, she didn't have room in there either. Did you, Mama?
Not much.
Not much. I believe if she was in an acre field kitchen, you'd say, "Whew, ain't enough room in here."
If you get right where I'm at, it ain't.
Ain't enough room in here, she says.
Those are warm.
I love it when Mama says stuff like that, because you all get a little picture of how strict she is.
Till it seals good.
That's all she's going to do. So go over and sit down and talk to them. And let me get busy over here. I'm translating. She going to do another run.
If I've got the sugar here,
Well, I just got back from the store.
I know it, but I never.
And what did I say while I was at the store? Mama, I'm at the store. Anything you need.
I thought there was 2 bags in there, but I only found one when I went in there a while ago.
Oh, I bet if you just use 4.5 cups of sugar, it'd be just as good.
I don't know.
I hear something beeping like something backing up.
Have we got company coming in a big truck? We should have nothing backing up.
Do you hear that beeping?
Yeah,
What have you got on?
I don't have nothing up.
I've been here. Did you set an alarm?
Is it Alexa? Just tell her to stop. At that minute.
Alexa, stop.
1 minute timer stopped on John's second echo show mom's bedroom.
She just said, let me tell you what she said. And this is she gonna get fired. I'm gonna put her on suspension right now. I was hearing down in the other part of the house or in the driveway, you know, that beeping noise. Didn't know what it was. She just said, 1 minute stopped on Mama's bedroom Alexa. Now she set that alarm back there in that bedroom. Instead of setting it on the one right here in the kitchen.
I wonder if she didn't respond.
I heard a car door, didn't I?
Well, there might be somebody else.
We got alarms going off, backup signals going off, and now I hear a car door. And we ain't expecting no company. What you doing?
Who, me?
There's another one of them questions. I told you about them when she says that stuff, and I'm like, no,
I
Mama.
thought she was talking to them yet.
No, Mama, not you. Someone else that she does
See
it when
right
you's in
here
here.
how it's gelling on my.
She does it when you's in here too. Who, me?
Can you tell there it's gelling on
See,
the
what you
cup?
try to change the subject.
Yeah.
I see it gelled up there, Mama.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wait and do some more charge before I make the other run anyway. So.
What you do? What you do? She's like a guilty kid. She's right in the middle of her wheelhouse. She's right where she wants to be. Cannon. doing jelly, washing, scalding little jars, doing things with pectin, and bagging half of sugar.
You're going to get in trouble. You're not going to eat none of my apple jelly. That's the worst punishment I could give you.
Mama, not only will I eat some of it, at times it will be forced upon me as if I have insulted your integrity by not eating it. It would go something like this. You're not eating none of that apple jelly.
After I worked so hard in it.
Don't you like it? I won't fool with making it no more if you ain't going to eat it.
That's right.
Mama, I just ate biscuits and gravy and I wasn't going to eat no more sweet. Well, don't eat it. It'll just go to waste. And I just won't fool.
It'll run if you don't eat it.
I just won't fool with making it no more if you ain't going to eat it. Okay, Mama, I'll take a big old glob of it. And that's how it'll go.
I'm going to tell him good night while I'm over here, so before I leave you.
What are you trying to say, Mom? You want us to go?
I'm going to go back over there. I got to measure my sugar and see if I've got enough.
Are you able to see good?
Yeah, I read that little fine print with them.
Yeah, they look good on you.
Well, thank you.
Are you going to ask them to trade back for your old frames?
Give me a day or two, then I'll decide.
I think those look cute on you. I like these better than the
I
old
can't use
ones.
these lenses in my old frames. I'd have to have them make me new.
Well, that'll cost you money, and we know what that means.
I won't do it.
That's exactly right. If you get sunglasses at the mother's, I'll have to take them and say, don't call her or nothing, just deal with me.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Because if they call Mama, she'll say, honey, don't fool with it. I've got sunglasses I can wear when I'm driving.
That's right.
Any woman who's going to bull apple peels and carry on to make jelly ain't going to waste no money on no glasses.
What
Are
is-
you?
No, why would you do that?
There she is, folks, the legend.
I was going to bring a jar over.
I can't believe you touched it, Mama.
Yeah.
Usually you say 24 hours.
Well, it's just now took up. You took it off.
I was bringing it over here, put it where they can see, but see now they can see the clarity.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
The other one won't look that way because it's got some pulp in it.
And she'll talk about that, and she'll say, this one ain't as good. But it'll be delicious.
Well, I'm going to tell him good night. And I'm gonna
She
tell
tried
him-
to run us off. Mama's the one
I'm
that
going to tell him good night. You can talk another
won't you
night.
tell them, Mama, say, look them right in the eye and say, we're going to go to bed now. Y'all might want to go home.
Yeah, we say that.
My daddy used to say this to people.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be here like at 9:30. And he'd look over at Mama and he'd say, honey, we might ought to go to bed. These people might want to go home. And they would just laugh. And they say, okay, Dawn, we're going to go. Let you sleep.
Yeah.
He can get by with that kind of thing. All right, Mom, we're going to go. Because we
No,
come.
you can talk. I'm just going to get busy. Good night, Mama, and God bless you. I'll have a wonderful night tonight. Bye-bye. Now, you can talk and tell him bye. I got to get busy over here while this is hot.
Oh. Mama, you're not going to be here tomorrow night.
Oh, I know it.
So the three of you who will be back tomorrow night, I don't know what we're going to cook. I know y'all come to see Mama, but thank you for putting up with me. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you for liking, for sharing, and all that y'all do. You truly are like family. And Mama was worried about you this thing. She said, they're going to be worried. You better put a note on there. I said, I done did, Mama. I told them we'd be on here in a minute. So we thank you for waiting. And the holdup was with these apples, the apples and me, and it was a perfect storm of lateness. Perfect storm of lateness. But it all worked out good. I swear this apple This apple juice is making me want pink lemonade. I've not had pink lemonade in a long time. My daddy, that's the only thing that I really can remember him making was pink lemonade out of Kool-Aid packets. And he could stir him up some lemonade. 2 cups of sugar, 2 packs of pink lemonade. Did he use 2 or 3?
2 cups of sugar.
2 cups of sugar, but he used 2 or 3 packets.
If he used 3 packs of lemonade, he'd use 3 cups of sugar.
Oh,
He had it strong.
good night. But he would use pink lemonade, Kool-Aid pink lemonade, and a pack of sugar or something. I think he did get he narrowed it down to a pack and a cup and a half when he got diabetes. I'll tell you about him and his diabetes right quick before we go. Mama lost count of her sugar. Mama, just put that whole canister in there.
No, thank you. Put it on me. I done said goodbye.
I didn't say goodbye. 2, 3, 4. Is that 4? 5. I told you to put the whole canister right here. You rake in the bottom. 5. I can't believe you put 3 grams of sugar back in there.
Well, I was living with all so
And what should you have done?
I've got 2 tablespoons of sugar left.
Put the whole canister. Oh, Mama, you have choked me up. Let me tell you what my daddy did one time. This is a testimony to his pure physical strength and his mental willpower and his stubbornness. So, this was before he was on dialysis and stuff. He got a cold, a bad cold, and he was in bed. And he wouldn't eat. All he was doing was drinking Gatorade. And y'all know what Gatorade is. Sugar. And Mom called me and said, your dad is hallucinating. You're going to have to come over here. And he had never done that before. He did it after that. And I came over here and I said, so he had a stroke? What's going on? He kind of knew where he was, but he didn't know what was going on. And he was kind of jerking like this a little bit every once in a while. I said, Dad, we're going to go down to the hospital and we're going to check you out. Because you're not acting exactly right. He said, I'm fine. I feel better now than I did yesterday. If I didn't die yesterday, I probably ain't going to die today because I feel much better. You ain't taking me nowhere. And I said, sometimes I would have to get a little, I didn't get hateful with him, but I had to get a little strict, as Mama is. I said, now, Dad, we're going to do 1 or 2 things. And you pick which one. Either I'm going to take you down there in your car, or I'm going to call an ambulance, and when they get here, I'm going to tell them to take you against your will, whatever you want to do. One of those 2 things is definitely going to happen. Well, he seen that I wasn't going to give up. So he said, this is crazy. And he fussed and he was awful. Well, he got his clothes on. Mom helped him get his clothes on. He staggered around a little bit, but he walked. We walked out to the car. I drove him 2.5, 3 miles to the hospital. It's not far. I was afraid for him to walk in, so I got a wheelchair and pushed him in. Rolled up to the desk, and I said, he's hallucinating. I really don't know what's wrong with him. He may have had a stroke. He's not talking in his right mind. She said, let's get him on back here, John. So we went back. The lab tech came in, checked his vitals, checked his sugar, and she came back and she said, didn't get a read on that sugar. I'm going to have to do it again. So they brought one of them little finger things, and she said, this is torn up. It don't work. And they checked again, and they got a whole new one. And it wouldn't register. Just wouldn't register. So they said, well, let's just draw some blood and take it in the lab. So they did that. His sugar, Mama, was it 15?
1,600.
But it got to 16.
Yeah.
It was 1,500. And then it climbed to 1,600. The doctor didn't believe the lab tech, the lab result. He said, there's no way. There's no way a man could walk in here, be talking, with a 1,600 sugar level.
Should have been in a coma.
He said, I've only had 2 other people in my whole practice come in with a 1,600 sugar level. One of them was in a coma and passed away, and the other one was in a coma. And we were able to work with them and get them back. So I wasn't that alarmed because he didn't believe it. And Dad was sitting up talking in the bed. And he said, there's no way he could sit up and talk in the bed with a 1,600 sugar level. So they done another whole panel thing. Come back, yeah, it's 1,600 now. That's when they told us 1,600. So needless to say, he went directly into ICU. And it was really touch and go. As it came down, they was having to give him glucose and
They had 11
insulin.
bags on him.
They had 11 different bags. So this time to give him glucose in one arm and insulin in the other so it could come down so very slowly. And he coded, and it was just really
I had to
bad.
call the family in that
The doctor
Sunday
told
morning.
Mama, said, anybody who wants to see him, get him down here now. It was a Sunday morning. And he said, we've got him back. He's stable at the moment, but you know, his sugar level is still astronomical, and we're trying to gradually bring it down. So we went in, and I said, you ain't done too good, bud. He said, oh, they're all tore up in here. He said, I heard them talking over there. I said, he ain't going to make it if we don't do that. He said, I thought, well, they ain't telling me I ain't going to make it because I'm going to make it.
Oh, they wasn't talking about him. It must have been somebody else.
So, yeah, he said that first. But if they're talking about me, it ain't me. Anyway, he came right out of it. He did fine. Later on, you know, he had complications and stuff, which I think was from the high sugar level because his kidneys got worse. He already had some kidney problem. But boy, he was not your typical patient. He didn't do typical things. Even when he had other situations going on, you know, he wasn't your typical patient. But 1,600 sugar level, you're hurt to be walking, talking. Now he was a little staggery and he's a little out of it, but he knew who we were and he knew everything that's going on. He never did lose that. And the doctor would say, even after that, you know, a year or so later, I have never heard of the baby. He used to call him Sugar Daddy. He said, here comes Sugar Daddy. There's no way that anybody could survive that. He was tough. I don't know why I decided to share that story with you, unless I was thinking. With
This sugar.
With 11 cups of sugar in tonight's dishes, we'll have 1,600 sugar levels too.
You don't eat every jar. You just eat a little teaspoonful.
It is jelly. And all jellies have got plenty of sugar in them.
You
don't want
need
to
a
eat them
teaspoon, not a jar.
You remember that when you open a jar.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for sipping, not
For
for
sipping.
chugging. Just for sipping, Mama, not for chugging.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you can tell them bye again.
Bye-bye.
Y'all be blessed. Thank you for putting up with us. Thank you for showing up late. We appreciate you.
This is pitiful. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Mama blamed it all on me. She said, when we get on there, you tell me that you're the one drug around here half the evening.
Well, you didn't get home.
I said, Mama, I'm waiting on you right now. You're over there. You all know I got here first. She was still over there. But she said it was all my fault. That's the reason I said I'll take a little bit of the credit, but some of the credit belongs to Mama.
I would have had it started earlier if you'd been here earlier, though. Get that off of me. I look funny now. I've been without glasses for a while. I don't know if I can get used to them or not.
Bye, y'all. Have a blessed night. Lord willing, we'll cook something tomorrow night. I think I wanted to try that since Mama ain't gonna be here. I don't know if I like you having your own Zoom and just jetting off every other day.
I think it's fine myself.
It is good for her. She likes it. She loves her friends, and they love her. And I'm so thankful she has friends. Y'all have a blessed night. We'll do something tomorrow night. Come on back and see us. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye-bye.